Hello Internet! Gino, aka That Pinguino, here again with another deep look. This time I'm taking a look at Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm going to show off how to kill the final boss of this game, Ultimecia, in all of her forms. So, one thing to note, this is again a little bit of speedrun content. So I'm 15 hours, 12 minutes into the game. I ended up beating this game during the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run last weekend in 15 hours, 27 minutes. So all of this stuff is with a speedrun in mind. You can see my characters are level 10, 23, and 24. So everyone's super low level. If you completely over level, your mileage may vary with Ultimecia. Since my characters are all very low level and she scales, it's not that difficult since everyone's junctioned really well. But it's still the general strategies will apply with Ultimecia. Another reason why I'm making this video, on top of just showing off some strategies, is that the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, we raised some money for the charity Pencils of Promise. It helps build schools, train teachers, and pay for children's educations in developing nations. And that, in the process of raising money for the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, I took some donations to name characters in Final Fantasy VIII, and one person paid quite a bit to name the GF Quetzalcoatl and to have me kill Ultimecia with that GF. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet that goal during the Endurance Run, and so I'm going to try and do that in this video to make it up for them. I was racing a player playing MGS3, and unfortunately that cost me I felt that might cost me too much time, so I didn't, I decided to try and skip that. And unfortunately, I didn't get to do it. I feel really bad about it. So I figured beating Ultimecia in a video would be the next best thing. So the first thing to note, her first form is not very difficult. She picks 3 characters at random to go against. Fortunately, I got my 3 most powerful characters. This is a really lucky run. I got all the characters I want. So ordinarily, the first form is kind of where you want to kill off your weak characters, at which point Ultimecia will actually suck them away into time, and they'll be replaced by one of the characters waiting in the wings. So the first form is not really dangerous because it's going to kill you. It's just dangerous because you're trying to actively weed out some of your party members, and that it can screw with your timing. She also has the Maelstrom ability, which you might be familiar with from the first Ida fight, or the second Ida fight. It'll reduce your entire party's health by, I think, about 65%, and that is the most dangerous thing you can do from an actually killing you perspective. So you want to watch out for that. It'll also inflict curse on some of your characters, which is a problem. But other than that, there's not much the first form can really do. It's got Quake, it's got Tornado, but your HP shouldn't really be threatened by her because her damage output's so low. Now the second form is very dangerous because of this ability it's about to use. Griever, also known as Reichert in this run, thanks to the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, it's going to use this ability called Shockwave Pulsar. This will do about anywhere between 5 to 9,999 damage to every one of your characters. In order to prepare for that, I made Squall invincible to offset the damage. So he's going to survive this. My other 2 characters are going to go down. Unfortunately, that means I'll probably lose one of them to time and space and all that stuff. But Squall should be able to lap around and revive Zell before any characters get wiped away. The second form also has the ability to blow away your junctions, which is a problem. It will screw with your magic, including, spells that are junction to your strength, junction to your magic, junction to your HP. So it can actually depower your creature, your characters as you're playing, which is a problem. So kill. After the first form, every form of Ultimecia you want to kill as quickly as possible to stop her from screwing up your setup. Luckily, the hero item, making your characters invincible, will undo a lot of the potential danger there. But even still, you want to get through this fight as fast as you can to stop her from really messing up your strategies and your plans. This second form is slightly more dangerous than the... I mean, this third form is slightly more dangerous than the second, and that's mostly because stuff like this, Meteor, she has a whole bunch of moves that hit the entire party, Meteor being one of them, and she can actually do quite a substantial amount of damage if, for some reason, your characters aren't invincible. If you're doing a regular kind of run of this game, you should have multiple ways to make your party invincible, between Renoa's Limit Break, the Invincible Moon, Holy Wars. There's a whole bunch of ways to make sure your party members don't die in this fight. Unfortunately, I don't have access to pretty much any of them. I just kind of have to hope that I don't get screwed over the course of this fight. Go ahead and heal up Irvine so that he doesn't die, just in case. And Squall. Hopefully his Renzo Kuken will take out this form. An important thing to note about her third form, on top of her just having a lot more damage all stuff and the ability to knock your spells away, you can actually overkill her third form and skip her fourth form as a result. I think I just did. Once you deal enough damage to her third form, this will happen, and her legs will fall off, at which point she'll become a weird floating torso monster, which is not pleasant. I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. But if you deal enough damage to her, she will then just immediately explode, like she just did, and skip her fourth form. If you can't manage to skip her fourth form, I think she gets a little faster, and she gains a couple of new abilities. I've honestly never been in the third and fourth forms for long enough to really see a lot of them. I know she's got one non-elemental attack that hits everyone that's really scary, and she's got a... I think she gets access to Hell's Judgment, which lowers everyone's HP to 1 when she's in her fourth form. So those are things you need to watch out for. Those little things she summons during the fight, I don't remember what they do because she's never lived long enough to actually make use of them. But you can target them, you can kill them. They're probably bad. My best advice is to kill her before it's a problem. Now, in this last part of the battle, she's going to come back to life, go figure. And her fifth form is by far her most dangerous. After you deal with Shockwave Pulsar, she gains access in this form to Hell's Judgment, which will lower everyone's HP to 1. She gains access to a spell called Apocalypse. She has to draw this spell first before she can use it, so she gives you a little bit of warning before she'll cast it. But even still, it's pretty scary. You don't want to see it. On top of that, she also has the ability to insta-kill any of your GFs, and she's got a lighthouse face. The GF thing, just in case you need another reason not to use GFs in this final fight, she'll just kill them. She'll target the character who is summoning them and blow them up. So you don't want to deal with that. You don't want that to happen to you. And kind of cool, she looks like Anima from Final Fantasy X, except flipped upside down. The kind of bound, restricted one is on the bottom. Let's go ahead and shoot her. Hell's Judgment is always the first move she does. It lowers everyone's HP to 1. You can try and heal everyone through this, but I find it easier to just leave everyone low health so that you have access to your limit breaks. Renzo. Hopefully that won't knock away Ultima. Okay, we're good. Boom, boom. Boom. Hopefully he'll get Rough Divide. Yep, and I think this will allow me to kill her in one go. Let's see. If she starts talking, that means... Nope. Okay. Once she starts talking, that means that you only have to hit her 5 more times, and she's just dead. So, you want to get her to the point where she's starting to gab at you, and then just deal that last bit of damage. Hit her 5 times, and that is the end of the fight. Could have Renzo'd and Squall, but I think she's very close to death. So a regular physical attack should be fine. Boom. Yep. So now she is talking to me. The 5th attack will always kill her. she'll say and ... that means that the next attack's gonna kill her. So I'm gonna want to set her up so that my GF is the last thing to do it. So she's at 1. Also, you need to deal about 100 damage to get her to keep talking. Luckily, my characters deal several thousand, so that's not a problem. And we'll wait. Allow. Just keep talking. So there's Draw Apocalypse. If Zell wasn't invincible, this would be really scary. But luckily, I have an invincible character. It's still not super great that she blows away pretty much everyone when she summons this, but see, as soon as I try to summon with a character that's not invincible, she will destroy it immediately. I am hoping that she will keep doing that instead of trying to kill Zell, because I want Zell to get the last hit. I was intentionally trying to just keep summoning so that when she casts Apocalypse, Squall has a GF defense to stop him from dying. Just in case. Okay, so now, hopefully Zell will get the summon off. Let's Phoenix down Irvine just in case. So she's just gonna keep blowing my stuff away, which is a real problem. Yeah! Okay, this should be the last hit. This should do it. And that's how to kill Ultimecia. It'd be a real bummer if I miscounted. That and, I'm pretty sure, is the trigger. I'm almost... It's just that I've had this screw up so many times that that would be one more way for it to screw up. As you can see, that Apocalypse spell just does a ton of damage. You don't want to see it. Just kill her before she even does it. Yep, that's it. And that's how to kill Ultimecia. Whew! So, I mentioned all the things you need to watch out for. Obviously, the longer the fight goes, you'll see some other things, but Health Judgment, then Apocalypse are the main things you need to watch out for in the final form. Griever, it's the Shockwave Pulsar, and knocking away your spells. It also has a move called Pain, a spell called Pain, that will hit your character with Silence, Blind, and Poison. Hopefully you'll kill Griever before that happens, but it's there. And the first form, it's really Maelstrom. But other than that, Ultimecia is not that hard. She's really, like everything else in Final Fantasy VIII, everything dies till limit breaks. So just keep busting. And just so you know, for the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, you can still donate to Pencils of Promise. The donation links will be active for the next couple of days. It's a fine charity. Just go to explosiveruns.com, and in the top right corner, you'll see a donate button. Pencils of Promise, it builds schools, it trains teachers, it makes education available to kids who wouldn't have access to it. You should really donate. And even if you can't donate as part of the Community Endurance Run, you should donate anyway. Pencils of Promise, they give all of their money to... 100% of their donations actually goes towards the education initiative, so it's actually a really good model. Your money isn't just going to pay some accountants' fees or something. But in any case, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that enlightened you on how to beat Ultimecia as quickly and efficiently as possible. And then instead of doing that, you summon Quetzalcoatl at the end and make it a lot harder on yourself. So, till next time, everyone. Peace.